Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. With the major AAA title Deathloop coming out in the very near future, I wanted to go and put together a compilation of all the major little bits and pieces of gameplay that they've shown up so far. We have some proper gameplay, some gameplay leaked, as well as also some official gameplay either from PlayStation as well as some other major media outlets such as Game Informer. And I'm going to probably try to go put that up in the background as I kind of talk about the game itself and discuss the game as well, and kind of discuss like the idea of the game, plot of the game in case you guys just don't know about it yet, because this is actually a game I'm looking very forward to in the very near future. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, we are giving out a PS5 if you guys want to be subscribed for that. That's all you guys have to do to go be entered on in, or if you guys even are still trying to go get a PS5 itself, we do a lot of that type of coverage of like which stores will be restocking, etc. up on the channel itself. So leave a like if you guys enjoy these types of things. I'm going to go talk about the actual Deathloop itself. I'm also going to give you guys, as I mentioned, the rundown of what the game actually is, why I'm excited about it, and etc. So this is actually a brand new video that Sony themselves uploaded not too long ago. So there might be a little baby bit of talking in the background on over here, but don't worry about it too much. But they're just essentially kind of explaining on what the game actually is. So the whole idea is I'm kind of somewhat talking over this guy that probably explains it even better than I am. And don't worry, we actually have proper gameplay mixed in after as well. We have some weaponry and stuff like that we'll touch on. So basically, so you guys can kind of see, if you guys ever played Dishonored back in the day, basically it's a game very similar to that, where you have a brand new day every single day, and you're on a constant loop. Basically the name on Deathloop, where they basically go and you're on an island. You have 8 people you have to go and kill, like 8 major characters, and you can basically do it in any type of way you want. So basically, if you want to kill one guy first, you can. If you somehow fail, you can. If you just want to restart, you can. And you basically get to go in and keep all of your weapons and upgrades and abilities as you're essentially playing the game. So you guys can see a bit of the gameplay going on over here. But the whole idea of the game itself is to keep on getting stronger, learning the day-to-day patterns and rotations of what people do, how they react to what you do, etc. And it's essentially just like the game Dishonored, if you guys ever played that game back in the day. But I think one major focus I kind of prefer about this game is I think instead of it having a mixture of both stealth as well as also just running and gunning, going in as much as you can, I think it does have a little bit more of an emphasis on the actual trying to go and just run and gun. Now, granted, I believe there is probably going to be actually either easy ways to do it, like with non-lethal. I'm sure it would be based on Dishonored, but as of right now, it doesn't really seem like that. But it's really cool. So, and there's also, I think, supposed to be multiplayer elements mixed done into as well, where people maybe want to go chase you. Kind of think like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or Bloodborne. If you guys ever played any of those games where people can basically join your lobby and try to basically go be the hunter and go and get you. But the idea on Deathloop is really cool, and the concept is basically just a way better Dishonored. So, very cool that we're kind of seeing some early gameplay. As I mentioned, I'm going to showcase up some of that in a few moments. But I think the idea and concept of it is very cool. It's kind of a unique twist. And if they kind of pull off the multiplayer very well, I think it has a lot of good potential. So now with the actual explanation of what the game actually is, because I'm looking very forward to this. If you guys would like to leave a comment down below, you guys can. We actually have even some exclusives over here from Game Informer that I actually had a chance over here, so I'll make sure to link them down below to give them proper credit. But they basically have now they showcase some proper gameplay in the game itself and the usability of different weapons. So as you guys can probably see, this like the actual proper walkthrough of the game itself. So now here's like more of a knife type combat. You're basically able to move, very stealthy. And as I keep on mentioning, if you guys ever played Dishonored 1 or 2, it's very similar to that, where there's like some stealth elements, there's running gun elements, but also a lot more of the magical elements like this. If you guys ever played Dishonored, it's like the teleport, and I believe they're trying their best to go add up other different elements mixed down into as well. So they have things such as like abilities, grabbing people, etc. And also, as you guys can even see, there's also different types of weapons. So as I mentioned as well, at least from what the game's been kind of saying from the early leaks, is that through the game itself, there is a chance to go and basically keep over all of your weapons. So it's as you do a day-to-day loop and reset, you still actually have a chance to go keep your progression on your abilities and your characters, which I actually really like. Some games always want to start you off on a very basic side where it's very on the low end, where you always have to restart from zero. You just have to be really more efficient. But I like the idea that as you play the game, it kind of gives you a reason to keep on wanting to play the game, because on your next loop or even your next loop, you still have a chance to make your character stronger and basically make the game a little bit more efficient. And here's, as I mentioned, just kind of showcase some different weapons on over here from Game Informer. But so far, the game stylistically looks very nice. Like, as I keep on mentioning, it looks more of just like a slightly more updated next-gen Dishonored, which was one of my favorite games. If you guys ever played Dishonored, leave a comment down below. But as well, the movement seems nice. The actual overall somewhat open world seems very nice. And also, I love the colors in the world. It almost kind of gives me a slightly more mature and slightly less cartoony Borderlands vibe, which if you guys know me, I was actually a very big fan of all of them Borderlands in general. Very big fan of that game series. And also every area looks different. Like there's different districts in the game itself. So that also kind of adds a little bit more on the replayability or reason to want to explore, which overall I'm a fan of, boys. I do like this a lot. I think this is actually very cool. You guys let me know if you guys like this type of style or not, but it's just very comfy. Like I like the idea of it. I like this style of the game. And the early game, this is proper early gameplay, doing like quick little, like, I guess, like tidbits of the actual game, just like in different areas, because I think Game Informer had early access to it. But this is so cool. You guys can even go and see some other different types of abilities mixed on in. We could also go and speculate right where that person was holding. They even had like a nice little walkie-talkie mixed on into as well. And like, look at this. Like this actually to me looks kind of smooth and kind of clean. And I do want to say I've actually had a pretty good vibe with most Bethesda games, but the idea that this is all open world adds a lot more to me. Like if you guys have seen on every single different area we've seen showcased so far in the game itself, there has been something completely different. So like it looks like we're in like a cool party area right now. And before we're on like a dock, which also was pretty cool. Also, we had some like more internal things that almost kind of looked like a fancy kind of jazz bar. We saw some outside like warehouse places, and everything we've seen so far is just, it looks way different. And there's even ability right there if you guys saw the little up thing over there, which if you guys ever played Dishonored, there was cool things where you guys can like control rats. You can go and like, or do something like that, which is really cool. Like this early gameplay on this, it's kind of like a leak, but not really a leak. It's like, I guess like a proper leak, I guess, I don't know. But the overall gameplay for this stuff is really cool.
So much for watching this.
As you guys can even see, like I said, you guys can even see the actual world itself overall. But very cool. Look at the little danceroo over there. But all the gameplay for it so far has been very nice and very sick. And as we kind of finish up some of this more stuff on over here, we'll have more like the actual trailer gameplay and some other gameplay mixed down in the background. But you guys can see it looks very fluid. I'm gonna personally love to go and see how all the speedrunners do all this. Like to me, I think that's gonna be one of the cooler things, because as you go play through the game, I love watching speedrunning on Twitch. It's one of my favorite things to watch. You guys can kind of see how you go through different areas, different environments, etc. And it just, everyone's gonna do it slightly different. It's be nice. So this is more like, I think just more of like a more professional rather than proper gameplay. The other stuff from Game Informer was more like real gameplay, or from what PlayStation was. I guess this is more of like a compilation to kind of show you guys what they're going for. But I would love to hear all of your thoughts down below. This is more of a little bit of a bonus video for our channel, but I would actually love to hear it, because the idea behind it's cool. You have 8 different people you have to go and actually go and get, and after you go get them, I believe that basically if you go and get one person first, it changes the outcome of all the other 7 people. As well, if you go and choose someone else, it changes up everything too as well. So basically, some people may go and like bolster up their defenses more, or maybe more so like on the very last person, it might be a completely different experience. They may not even be in the same area, like they might even move to a completely part of the island. Like the concept behind this, if it's pulled off, has very good potential. Like I'm very excited for almost all this to go and see. And as you guys can kind of see as well, it does kind of seem more in the open world, so you can basically go anywhere, which is, I think, a nice thing for a lot of Bethesda games in general, where it's open world. You basically can explore. You can go here first, or you can go there first. And I feel like it's really fun, at least for gameplay, or like even watching streams of it, YouTube videos of it, or whatever, because everyone will have different experiences as the time kind of goes on. So as I mentioned, you guys can leave a comment down below if you guys are excited for this game. I personally am very hyped up for it. I really did like Dishonored. I thought it was a very well-made game. And as long as this game is pretty similar to the Dishonored series, I think I'm going to enjoy it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And we had a little chance to go and showcase a little bit of brand new gameplay, as I mentioned. And you guys can let me all know. Give me your thoughts and reviews and all that stuff on it down below. Or maybe you guys watch this a few weeks from now. You guys let me know if you guys like the game when it does fully come on out. But I want to do a quick little filler video for this, just for you guys. I appreciate all so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, as well as also let me know what you guys think about the early gameplay. We've kind of a chance to go and see little bits and pieces from Game Informer and PlayStation themselves. I think it has some good potential. I'm excited. Can't wait to play it overall. And let me know if you guys like it. If you guys want to, you guys can subscribe to the actual channel itself if you guys would like to as well, either for the PS5 giveaway or just up in general. And also leave a like if you guys liked it. Comment down below your thoughts as well. Thank you guys all for watching. We'll probably have a more proper video up in a few hours too as well, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you guys up on the next one. And hopefully this Deathloop game actually turns out good. I'm very excited to go and play it myself. We also have always the little sell links with the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. I always have the Amazon links down below for the PS5s and all that good stuff. And I appreciate you all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts down below. I'm very excited to go and see the gameplay for it. And like I said, we'll have some more videos for you guys the rest of the night. Love you guys all, and I'll see you guys up on the next one.